Paul, thanks for speaking to us. What is your assessment of a long old night here at Leyton Orient?
Well, it's exactly what we didn't want, going to extra time. We were forced into a change at half-time. That felt his calf go. And we just thought we needed a bit more second balls in the middle of the park. So we brought Ibu on, and then with about half an hour to go, I changed my front three. Just thought we'd inject a bit of energy because Corey was tightening up, Nat was tightening up. So we changed the front three, and I thought that would have been enough to win a football game, but we didn't really create a lot more after that, truth be told. Dej took his goal really well, really pleased for Dej. Corey and Nat were dangerous at times. Kenzo was our outstanding player, I thought. But in a game of very few chances, really, we probably didn't do enough to win, but I don't think nor did the opposition. So it's disappointing to go out in the cup. Very disappointing to go out in the cup, and to go out on penalties is a lottery, but we should have had enough before that to get us through, I think.
You mentioned Dej getting his goal there. It was a real bright spark for you when he was on the pitch. Felt like it was an opportunity for him, and he not necessarily grasped it with both hands, but he certainly gave you food for thought.
Yeah, and it's not like a charity. It's not like we'll give Dej a little run around, let him enjoy himself. I thought he was good. He was good at holding it up, and it's good that he gets a goal, because a lot of his, like, the stuff he does is the uglier stuff. Like, he holds it up and takes a lot for the team. So I thought he'd done really well. And obviously he's the future of the club. But there was some positives from tonight's performance. But it's a cup game. You want to go through. You lose on penalties. It's disappointing, and that's many teams lose to lower league. But I thought with the team we selected tonight, we would have had enough to have a bit more control than we did. And it just felt like when there was a bouncing ball, we got nudged out of the way of it, and that, which I wouldn't normally say about my team. But tonight I just didn't think we were as aggressive as we needed to be to win.
Is that the sort of biggest disappointment for you then, that you're having to come out and say that?
Yeah, I mean, it's never nice to come out after defeat. I'm not a bad loser, but and I need to watch it back. I might watch it back and think we were outstanding, but they still created chances. They still got breakaways, although we got back in. I just felt that when we got in the final third, we were nearly picked out a great pass. We nearly picked out someone in the box. We nearly slipped Nat in. We've done a lot of nearly stuff tonight, and we weren't far away from being good, but very good and winning comfortably. But we didn't. And if everything isn't perfect, you don't get the opportunities to score. So with the diag from Nat to Nat, and then the ball across the 6-yard box, it made the game look really easy. But we never managed to create a chance that good again, and that's what disappoints me, that with all the firepower we had, we didn't create enough.
You had no Jerry Yates tonight as well. How's he?
Jerry's fine. He played with a groin injury against Bristol, but we knew it was like a deep muscle, so it shouldn't affect him too bad. But so we, the medical team made the decision to literally shut him down for a couple of weeks, so he'll be fine for the weekend, as will Cash, as will Ozzy. We'll have some fresh legs to pick from, and we're going to need them, because obviously going in extra time is something we didn't want.
No, and also the fact that it's been a bit of a surprise this week that we end up playing on Tuesday. You thought you were going to have a full week leading into the Watford game, so again I guess fatigue, quick turnaround, get yourselves going again, because the games come thick and fast, don't they, over the next 10 days.
I don't want the lads to feel sorry about themselves. We've lost, boo-hoo. We just got to move on very quickly, psychologically and physically. You just got to get yourself back on the horse and get a little bit neater on stuff. Like, the lads have been excellent at home this year, so it'll be a tough game. I know Watford played tonight as well, though, against Cardiff, so we'll be watching that on the way home, and we'll be preparing the team again for Saturday. But we need to turn in performances into wins, and we drew tonight obviously, but lost on pens. But it's disappointing, and for everyone who travelled, I appreciate you staying with the team and clapping them off, especially if you came down on Saturday as well. But we just didn't do enough, and that's my honest assessment.